Ty Sheldon here with CFI Pro out here at the Peachtree DeKalb Airport today. And man, have I got a treat for you guys today. Check this out. That's right, baby. This is Cirrus Jet. We're not going flying today, but we are going to go up and do a test run, which is even better because I get to see all the intricacies on how this baby works. To me today, I have my friend with me, Daniel Christman. He's going to be explaining us about the jet and what it means to his company in Atlanta, Aero Atlanta Flight Training. Okay, so like I promised here, I got my buddy right here, Daniel Christman. He is the manager of this beast, and I'm telling you, man, this is an awesome airplane. Tell us, Daniel, about the Cirrus.
So this is the Cirrus Vision Jet SF50. This is the world's first single-engine personal jet. That's what makes this so different than any other jet out there today, is it's designed for the pilot to be in the left seat, the owner pilot to be in the front left seat of this aircraft, which makes it so much different. And the way Cirrus describes this, which I think is a beautiful explanation, is in most jet aircraft, you think of the pilots up front, separated from the people in the back. This is more like an SUV for the air because everybody is going on the trip together and everybody is involved with a pilot who is up front. And it gives you that feeling. You've got these big, wide windows. You feel like you're flying an IMAX theater, and you look like it too because you're up at 28,000 feet doing 300 knots.
Nice.
And the world is your oyster in front of you. It is amazing to fly. So
cool.
Today we're just going to take it and do some running on it. We've got a pressure valve we need to check.
Yeah.
But, that's what we're doing today.
Let's check it, baby. Let's go flying.
Let's do it. So everything is all touchscreen in the SF50, which is really cool. So this is primarily dedicated to controlling our PFD. GTC2 is primarily for our MFD, and this is our primary NavCom communication stuff going on. Get you going through the, we'll need to do the initialization just to show you some kind of cool features on this. Go ahead and hit the utilities button on the GTC2. Hit the initialization checkbox there where it says initialization. Let's go through the initialization. So hit database status. Then we make sure everything is good to go. It is. We'll hit next. Once this is the same thing you have in the SR22s and 20s, which has got all the limitations. The pilot I'm safe checklist is all in there. So we're going to acknowledge that. The aircraft is equipped with caps. Same sort of stuff you're used to seeing in the SR. Hit acknowledge. And then next down on the bottom screen, and then next up top. There you go. We're now going to do the pre-flight systems test. This is going to test our fire, stall, oxygen, TCAS systems. So just go ahead and hit the pre-flight system. You're going to hear some noises going on here. Fire lights illuminated. We got the lights up here ready to go and the audible going. And that is good. Stall will be next. It'll say stall and a loud squeal. Can't miss that. Oxygen system. I need to turn the oxygen system on or it'll fail. So the oxygen system test is now good for the two masks that we have up here. That's in progress. And TCAS System 1 is now checking. All turbine aircraft have to have, or jet aircraft actually have to have
TCAS 1.
TCAS, so you cannot launch if you don't have it. So that is good. All systems have tested pass, so that is good. So go ahead and hit the next button. This is our fuel on board. We're at 90, we're actually at 100 gallons, or at FOB sync. That puts the fuel digitally read into the actual equation there. Hit next. And just for kicks and grins, we'll act like we're flying today. It's got the weight and balance screen. Let's load up the aircraft, hit loading, and I'm 210, so move me in the co-pilot seat at 210 and put your weight in the pilot seat.
So just drag it?
Just touch it. It'll, just touch it and it'll pop open a window. Tap in your weight. And hit enter down on the right. Co-pilot. Enter. Seth is in the center seat, so let's go ahead and put passenger rear, passenger middle, and 180, and enter. So all of this has done a couple things here. It's given us our weight and balance screen. It tells us this. It now has calculated our takeoff distance over a 50-foot obstacle, so we've got all that as well. And then it'll count down fuel based off how much we burned and give us our VREF when we land. So it's doing a lot of stuff for you when you do that. So hit next. And then you would load a flight plan. We're not going to do a flight plan today, so just hit next. But everything is all touch screen in it. Hit runway, and we just select which runway we're doing. 3 right, so we can hit 3 right. And then required takeoff distance would be 2634 today with this weight configuration that we're in. Enter. Okay. And initialization, and accept initialization. And hit OK, because we didn't do the flight plan. So.
Cool.
All right, so now we're ready to go through the engine start checklist. Little knob up there, we're going to use your little knob. Little knob, not the big one. Little knob to the highlight that pane selector. The pane that we're selecting is lit by that cyan or whatever that color is box. So little knob to the left. And now we're highlighting this and we're going through it. And we're actually going to use that done button to actually go through this. Cap spin is out. Bat 1, Bat 2 is on. GPU we don't have. Avionics initialization we just did. FADEC at FADEC A today, so that's good. Passengers are brief. We're just doing a ground run. We know I'm PIC. We'll be using the park and brake. Probably doing it out there in that taxiway. Door is latched. We'll get that here in a second.
All right.
Seat belts are all good. Park and brake down in front of you, just like the SR. Go and pull that out and pump the park and brake on.
Okay. That it right there?
Yep.
Pull it out
and pump.
Okay.
That's good. And go to next checklist. And strobe lights, we'll go ahead and turn the strobe lights to the on position. And cast messages, we've got the park and brake and the door open, we know that. And thrust lever is back to the idle position, that's good. Hit done down to number 7.
Down to number 7.
And when I'm not skipping things, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. It's easier to talk through than do it. This is the fuel control between left and right is done automatically. We're actually going to turn it left man and right man and just make sure the fuel control valves are working, and they are. So, okay. Brakes are hold, so we're ready to get this puppy started. Seth, if you'll take charge of that door back there. Nobody's around us. That guy just walked past. That's good. Park, done on that. ECSSD is good, and ACS switch is off. Engine knob is run, so firing up a jet, we're going to turn the fuel pump, or that will turn the actual fuel pump on. Hold on just a second. So now when that switch goes on, you'll hear the that's fuel just going into the engine. It's ready to rock.
Okay.
And at a certain point, when it gets to a certain speed, we'll light that sucker off, and you'll hear the poof from the engine, which is the most beautiful sound in aviation. Is you ready to listen for that? So when you go to the run, we'll listen for the fuel pump, and then we'll hit the engine start stop. Fuel pump is on and running. Go ahead and hit the engine start stop once for me, please.
Now?
Go for it. There she goes. N2 is coming up. We want to make sure the N1's up prior to 25%. ITT is going to be our focus along with low pressure. Both of those are coming up at normal ranges. Notice we're getting max draw on the battery. It's huge. Look at that amperage. It's over 200 amps it's pulling to start the motor. Once it's all stabilized out, if we had a hot start or a hung start, it actually takes care of it for you, but we are still monitoring all that. Everything's up and stabilized. Go ahead and hit Gen 1 and Gen 2 come on, which is in essence
So we've just finished with this run up, and I'm going to tell you, I'm a low jet time guy. I don't have a lot of experience in jets, but just the mere taxiing this thing and doing this run up was just immense and nice. And here's the really cool thing about this is that this is not like something that you would just step into right off the bat, but you do have to start off somewhere. And my boy here, he's got all the airplanes that you could start in. He's got the bad brand new SR-20, the bad brand new SR-22, N-22T, and the jet. So you've really got to come out and visit Aero Atlanta. They're located at Peachtree DeKalb Airport. They're also located at RYY?
That's right.
RYY,
Kennesaw, Georgia as well.
Yeah. So I'll get my man here give a little bit of spiel about Aero Atlanta, and then we'll pipe it on out.
I think you pumped us up enough, Todd. Thank you very much. So come on out to Aero Atlanta Flight Center. Check us out, www.aeroatlanta.com. That's AERO Atlanta.com. You can see all of our aircraft there. Of course, you got to check back off them because we're always adding new aircraft. We just picked up a 2018 SR-22 Turbo on Monday, and we're adding another one in May. We're adding another G6 SR-20 in March. So yeah, we've got definitely probably one of the most state-of-the-art fleet in the U.S. when it comes to Cirrus aircraft. So
sweet.
Come on out, check us out.
Absolutely. And just remember, when you're ever flying the Cirrus aircraft, shoot happens.
See ya.